गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पदान शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः वेदान्त विद्यास्थानेभ्य एव च सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम् ॐ आप्यायन्तु ममाङ्गानि वाक्प्राणश्चक्षुः श्रोत्रमतो बलमिन्द्रियाणि च सर्वाणि सर्वं ब्रह्मोपनिषदम् माहं ब्रह्म निराकुर्याम् मा ब्रह्म निराकरोत् अनिराकरणम् अस्त्वनिराकरणम् मेऽस्तु तदात्मनि निरते यौपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरि ओम हरि ओम। We'll chant the first mantra of the second chapter. Yadi manyase suvedeti dharam evapi nunam tvam vettha brahmano rupam yadasya tvam yadasya cha deveshu athanu mimagamsyam eva te manye viditam We were seeing the basis of the second chapter. Second chapter is Manan Pradhan and first chapter is Shravan Pradhan. So, what was mentioned in the first chapter was mentioned to make us know that I am not associated with, or I am not attached to body or world or anything. My attachment to body or my attachment to world is not there, and I don't have any kind of thing lacking in me. If you remember, I had mentioned that our basic instinct, and which is a wrong instinct, is I am insecure and I don't have joy. These two basic instincts are there. Instinct means it is not well thought of. And because of this basic instinct, I superimpose this instinct on the object. And then I say, I am insecure because of not having this. Our insecurity in I superimpose on the deficiency of the object. And our lack of pleasure or lack of joy in I superimpose on the absence or presence of some object outside. And therefore, we are running around. Upanishad is trying to take us away from this insecure I and unpleasant I. I am unpleasant to myself, therefore I am searching for something pleasant. I feel I can be cut, I can be reduced, therefore I am insecure. Somebody can make me small, somebody can take away something from me or mine. And second thing is, I feel I don't have joy, and therefore I need joy from outside world. To tackle this problem, Vedanta is coming, and first mantra you had heard in detail, first chapter. I had taken some time in going through it. The very question of the student was, what is that because of which the constitution of body, mind are illumined or enlivened or vitalized? You heard that. And you also heard that this body, mind, ahankar, they by themselves are not effective enough to know. Their existence and the knowledge is borrowed. That also you heard. And therefore there has to be something outside this constitution or assemblage which is vitalizing it. What is that something outside was mentioned in the third mantra, which is different than the known and unknown. A very poignant statement. When it was said it is different than the known and unknown, means all the known is the world which is having a form, which can be put in the bag. Bag is whose bag? Thought bag. Thought bag you can put it. That is called known. And unknown also can be put in the thought bag, because you say, I don't know this. Both are objectifiable. So what is different from known and known? That means what is different from cause and effect. Same thing Nachiketa asked, Anyatra dharmad, anyatra dharmad, anyatra smad, krata krata. What is different than cause and effect? Krata kratat. What is different than? So vidit and avidit is meaning of cause and effect also. Vidit is effect and avidit is cause. Very good. Vidit is sukh-dukh and avidit is vasana. Very good. Vidit is Virat and Hiranyagarbha. Avidit is Prakriti. So to say this statement of the Shruti is a very, very big step. And that will be the foundation of the Upanishad. I had taken in detail all that point, and we had seen one point, that the self is different than known and unknown, because it is the illuminator of known and illuminator of unknown. Because illuminator has to be different from illumined. That was mentioned. It is different from illuminator, and that light is different than the table. Illumined can't be illuminator, and illuminator can't be illumined. And then we concluded that this illuminator will be adrishya. It will not be an object, it will not be matter, it will not be changing, it will not be having an attribute, it won't be transient. I remember somewhere you said in the Gita class. No, here this class we said. We had said in this class only. Not Gita class. This topic here we took. So, here and then from fourth verse, fourth mantra to eighth mantra was the commentary on the second mantra. And the word given to this entity, well, not entity but illuminator, was Brahman. Hariva, you remember that? So that word was given as Brahman. So I'm just recapping the whole thing. Topic is subtle, you please be careful. Now in the second mantra, second chapter, Dvitiya Khanda, this Guru is saying, he's trying to shake the disciple. Why I'm shaking? I'm already shaken up. To make it firm, he's shaking it. He says, Yadi manyase suvedeti daharameva pinunam tvam. Yesterday we saw in detail this point. We have thought, I told you every knowledge, generally what knowledge you have. To have knowledge of Brahman is not a point. It's good. But to have Abhiman means, I know that I am Brahman. You should have only said, I am Brahman. I have Brahman. And how he will say, we'll see that. So after this explanation, if something can be conceived by thought, means what? Thought is bigger than the object which it is conceiving. Then only you can conceive. Bag should be bigger than the object in which the bag is brought. You can't bring the fridge in the small bag. In that polythene bag, which is this big, in which you bring your potatoes or you bring your regular groceries, you can't bring a fridge, because the one which is objectified should be smaller than the one which is conceiving it. One which is objectified should be smaller than the one which is conceiving it. If I am holding this flower, to hold the flower very well, the size of the hollow of my palm should be bigger than the flower. Otherwise I won't hold it. Oh, I understood. Don't give more example. No. Supposing I have to hold this paperweight, so to hold the paperweight very well, my size of my palm should be bigger than that. It should well pervade. If a child of 1 year will hold, he will hold only half because his palms are small. But here I conceive something very well. So the point is that if Brahman is an object, it should be conceived by thought. Then thought should be bigger than Brahman. When I say thought is bigger than Brahman, then the problem will be that, what the problem will be? Problem will be that Brahman will come in time and space because all thoughts are in time and space. So Brahman will be inside some time and inside some space. Okay. That means Brahman will become known. It will be part of that. It will be part of the thought. So Brahman cannot go inside thought. Neither thought can envelop Brahman. Brahman can't go inside thought. Neither thought can be overlapping the Brahman. Because one who overlaps, one who conceives is bigger than the one who is conceived. ठीक है ना? Why students are there, youngsters are there. So when I was 17, 18-year-old, I went to somebody's house, my classmate's house. He was living in hostel. So I went to his room. So in his room, there's a big poster of some film star. Some heroine or I don't remember who was that. So I said, why will I like her? Or I like him, something was there. He said, Acha. I said, your room is bigger or the poster? He said, room? I said, if the room is bigger, then the poster is smaller than that. The person who is depicted in the poster is smaller than the room. So one who is conceiving is bigger than the conceived. So how can the Brahman fit inside the thought? How can thought stretch to the Brahman level? It's two problems. Third problem. There is a knower of the thought. How can the Brahman be known? See, even if you have understood, you have to keep on meditating on that from different angles. Then you can be firm in the knowledge. Otherwise, knowledge will not be firm. If the Brahman is different than I, then Brahman will become inert. And you heard what? Swatmani kriya bhavat. The Jeev cannot objectify something which is its own source. The example of moon was given. Moonlight can't objectify sunlight, if you remember that. I can't take Atma in my palm. I cannot say, देखो Atma है. Why? Because Atma is the very source of the palm. If Atma cannot be taken in the palm, then Atma cannot be taken in the eyes also. Atma cannot be heard also. Atma can't be talked of also. It cannot be Vishaya of any sense organ. This was the point which should be kept in the mind. Now the Guru says here, Yadi manyase suvedeti. If you think you know the Brahman very well, dharameva api nunam. Nunam is nishchitam. Is definitely you know some inferior kind of Brahman. You don't know properly. In Hindi they say, tum khak jante ho. Same meaning is there. अगर तुमको लगता है कि तुम जान गए तो तुम खाक जानते हो. खाक मीन्स एशेस. बोले खाक ने मिला दिया. Nothing you know. A student is sitting, so many classes attending, he is listening all. तुम कुछ नहीं जानते. Generally we want to say no a lot. And now he is using the word Adhyatma and Adhideva. Have you heard this word Adhyatma and Adhideva? Bole, I heard, but please explain. What is Adhyatma and what is Adhideva? You must have heard. Anything coming in the purview of I, like I am tall, I am sad, I am ignorant, ignorance, samvasana, mind, intellect, prana, indriya, body, all where you can put I, that is called Adhyatma. Where I-ness is there, not minus, I-ness is there. Where your imagined I-ness is there, that is called Adhyatma. The conditioned I, that is called Adhyatma. Atmanam adhikritya yaha pravartate. Atmanam is sharir. What is inside the body, that is called Adhyatma. Got my point? Huh? Like I say, I am a physicist, I am a GP. I am a GP, general practitioner. GP means. Acha? And I am an oncologist. Or I am an orthopedic. I am a nephrologist. This is Adhyatma. Or I am a pharmacist. Is Adhyatma. I is referring to Adhyatma. I am a wife. Acha, housewife, not office wife. There are two wives, housewife and office wife. I am a housewife. Why don't they call it office wife? Why do you say housewife? Housewife means one who lives in the house, no? Doesn't work. No? Who doesn't work, it's called housewife. Chalo bhai, kuch hi bolo, what problem I have? Or I am ignorant. Or I am very knowledgeable. Where you put I, Atmanam adhikritya ya pravartate sadhyatma. That is called Adhyatma. I hope you got my point. This is called Adhyatma. I say I am a businessman. Acha, yes. You are a businessman, yes. He is a miracle worker. It's a miracle if he works. So that is called, that is Adhyatma. So this is I, where you have put your I in some kind of box. Box of intellect, box of emotion, box of body, box of ignorance, box of caste, etc. This is called Adhyatma. ठीक? Second is called Adhibhut. What you see, what you hear by the sense organs, which is elemental. Like this watch is Adhibhut. Adhibhut. Elemental. Earth is elemental. Sun is elemental. Elemental world is there. Space is elemental. Very good. Body of anybody is elemental. The abhiman in that body is Adhyatma. Second thing. ठीक है ना? Elemental is known by this. And this Adhyatma is known by our local eye. No, not the infinite eye. Like local artists are there. Local eye. This is second point. And third is called Adhideva. What is Adhideva? One who holds the Adhibhut and connects the Adhibhut to the Adhyatma, that is called Adhideva. Like Surya Devata, which is not seen. Like Ishwar is there, Adhideva is there. Chandra Devata. ठीक है ना? Adhideva, what you say. Indra, you can't see, but he is there. He is actually holding. Shall I give you the example? Yes. Like this body is there. This body is there. The body is Adhyatma or Adhibhut? Adhibhut. Very good. And when I say I am talking, this is Adhyatma or Adhibhut? Adhyatma. So one, the holder of the body, the Jeev, he is the Adhideva. Aye Deva, Aye Prabhu. We use the word Aye Bhagavan. So you are referring to that. So one who's holder like that. So Prithvi Devata. Elemental earth is one thing, but that Devata is another. Who is holder of the Prithvi Devata? Prithvi Devata, who is the wife of Bhagavan Vishnu. She is called Bhudevi. Bhudevi. Prithvi Devata. Chanda Mama. ये दो मामा आ गए वहां से. Chanda Mama कहाँ से? You know how Mama came? Because from ocean Lakshmi ji came. And from ocean Chandrama also came. And therefore Lakshmi ji is mother, and therefore mother's brother is Chanda Mama. I feel it is like that. I didn't read it anyway. But I feel वहां से मामा आ गए कुछ ऐसा लग रहा है हमको. सो ये अधिदेव हो गया. When you say, oh Bhagwan, please protect me. Oh Bhagwan, please tell me. And you are addressing Adidev, Adibhut or Adhyatma. Adidev, please be careful. When you are pressing the feet of your father, mother, you are worshipping Adibhut. And when you are talking about myself, you are talking about Adhyatma. So Adhyatma, Adibhut and Adidev. Bhagwan Krishna, Adidev or Adibhut? Adidev. Adidev. ठीक है. भोले बाबा, शंकर बाबा, ये Adidev. He is not Adibhut. He is not an element. His body is not made of 5 elements. He is the holder of the cosmos. So he is Adidev, ruler. And me, the Jeev, miserable Jeev or happy Jeev, ye Adhyatma. I am ignorant. Adhyatma. So Adhyatma, Adidev and Adibhut. I think these 3 things this is very, very important. Whole Bhagavad, lot of terms are used. Acha, understood. So conditioned I is Adhyatma. The elemental world you see is Adibhut, and the holder of that which is not seen by eyes but inferred. I don't see the Jeev. You don't see the Jeev by eyes. बोले देखो जीव जा रहा है. You can't see the Jeev. Or somebody leaves the body, you don't say देखो जीव निकल गया. It is going toward America. You can't see the Jeev like that. और ये देखो, in the womb जीव आ गया, देखो आ गया, अंदर चला गया जीव. People ask such questions. Which month Jeev enters the womb? Such foolish questions are there. Who told you it enters? Who told you? Nothing enters. बेकार की बात कर. No, but which month the Jeev enters the womb? मारेंगे तुमको. This question is wrong. Jeev does not enter there. It is already there. Rather, Mundak says, first father is pregnant, then mother is pregnant. The Jeev, remember that? The Jeev comes in the father's body. Then father puts in the mother's body. Then the Jeev has come. Oh, acha? That's another story. Big stories are there. And I have lot of logic to prove it. I will not prove it, not the main point. So Adhyatma, Adibhut and Adidev. And we function in this area only. Hardly we think about Brahman, what is mentioned here. When you have come in the Kenopanishad class, then only you are thinking about this is Brahman. I only know Ishwar only. I know that God whose arti you do. Or I know the world around. Or I know myself. Only the 3 things is our area of interaction. Here the teacher is saying, my dear student, if you think you know the Brahman, Tvam, see the word here, Tvam Veta Brahmano Rupam, this is Adhyatma. Ad Yad Asya Brahmana Rupam, that means Adhyatma if you think. If you think Brahman is Adhyatma, tell me what is the problem? I will be different, then it will be finite. If Brahman is Adhyatma, then it will not be, if it is this, if it is I, it cannot be this and that. This is not Brahman I. This conditioned I. If Brahman is conditioned I, it can't be this and that. Tell me which school of philosophy is refuted here? Fast. No? Sankhya, Yoga. Because they all work on conditioned I. बोलना चाहिए था मैडम. And then he says, Yad asya, see the word, Yad asya deveshu. Deveshu means Adideva. वो भगवान है. अरे भाई, my dear, two religion are there. The maximum people who are following, for them, Brahman is only Adidev, not Adhyatma, not Adibhut. I hope you understand that. They say that God alone is Purna. Vedanta says, my dear, tell me, if God is that, then what is this? And what is I? If God is Brahman there only, then he will be incomplete because he is not me. And he will be Drishya also. If the God is Brahman there only, and Brahman is that and not this, if Brahman is that and not this, then it will be finite by time and finite by space. Then Brahman will be finite and will die away. And therefore it is said, Asya tvam, see the word here, Yad asya deveshu vartate. That dharam, we have to use like that. Dharam means small. So if you think that Brahman is only Ishwar and not more than that, then you are making your Ishwar finite. Because he is not in me, then he is absent here. If Ishwar is above the cloud, somewhere in Golok or in some heaven, kahin Khuda koi hai, some father of heaven is there, or some Ishwar is there, then he is not here, then he is somewhere from the top, he is controlling me. So he will be finite because if I can see something, he will be known. If he is known, then he will be in time and space. If in time and space, then he will be illumined. Then he will in other one to illuminate that. So he will be always finite and he will die away. So he is a dying God. Any God which is different than I and different than this, because there are three things now. I, this, that. I is Adhyat, this is Adibhut, and that is Adidev. If that God is there, he is different than I and different than this, then that God will be finite. And if that Brahman is only this whom I am serving, then that also will be finite, because it will not be that and I. And if that Brahman is only this conditioned I, then also it will be finite, because I will not be this and that. Only what are you talking, I, this, that? I am so confused. I came here for rest, I get more confused here. There is such an interesting topic is there, why are you getting confused? So anyway your Brahman is not finite. Is not infinite. If it is Adibhut, that somebody says, no, only the nature, I am nature worshipper. Nature is finite. Because nature is absent in you. In your I, nature is not there. And nature is absent in God also. God is not of the nature of nature. God is not elemental. So you cannot say it is complete. Earlier they were nature worshippers. They worshipped only sun or moon or something. If he says, no, I worship on that God who is in heaven, or that God who is in Vaikuntha, or that God who is in Kailash, or that God who is in Golok. If he is there, who is here then? If that God is there, then that God is present or absent here. Who? That God who is in heaven, or who is not. If he is in heaven, he should not be here. He comes and goes. Such funny things you will hear. He comes and goes. He comes and goes. Acha. If he comes and goes, he must be having form then. If he has a form, then problem is he should be in space. So if he is inside space, then when the world is itself space, how can he make space when he was inside space? No, though we don't discuss all these things. Bhago mat tum. Don't be vichar alsi. A lot of laziness is there. Don't think laziness is not doing. Some are vichar alsi. Vichar alsi, understand, no? Some are alsi taking bath in Ganges. So we used to see in our houses some lazy person. You know what they used to do? They put a bucket. In bucket they put Ganga Jal. हम गंगा स्नान कर रहा है. हम कि कहाँ से हो गया? बोले आई हैव पुट गंगा जल इन द बकेट. ये तो बड़ी गलत बात है आपकी. दिस इज कॉल्ड स्नान आलसी. Lot of alasi is there. And called snan alsi. They delayed in taking bath. Some are bhav alsi. They don't love. Boले why to praise? Don't praise him. So lot of laziness is there. बोले what to write? All is clear. सब तो ठीक है. कहाँ पे क्या सब ठीक ही है. ये नहीं होना चाहिए. Lot of laziness is there. So some are exercise alsi. They never go for exercise. Some are walk alsi. They don't go, although the body is going out of shape, still they don't walk. It is needed to walk. Doctor is saying walk every day for half an hour. Walking is a very good exercise. They understand also, still they don't walk. Some are alsi in getting up in the morning. Jagrit alsi. They can't get up. Some don't sleep on time. So there are lot of cases of laziness are there. Some are alsi in eating also. बोले बेल बज गई. Yes. कहाँ जाना? Yes. Oh यार. Various kinds of laziness is there. So some are vichar alsi. They don't investigate this. And if you don't, please note, if you have no love for Satyam, you will not have love for Anandam. Because Satyam and Anandam alone are related to each other. See what is said here, that if the Adhibhut is this, Adhidev is that, and Adhyatm is I. ठीक है. And if you don't understand this is the first mantra is saying, he is saying, then you are making the Brahman finite. That means you have made the world real, you have made your conditioning real, and you have made the controller real. All are reality for you. Chalo. So he says, please go and investigate. So, athano mimamsyam eva. You should, mimamsa means pujit vichar. Some thought which is adorable. Pujit vichar. Mimamsyam. Are you understanding? No? So here, Bhashika writes that there can be no knower of Brahman. Why? Fire can burn everything, but fire can't burn fire. Knower can't know itself. Na cha anya vedita brahmana asti asya vedyam syat. Vedyam anyat syat brahma. Na anyat atah asti vigyatru iti anya vigyata pratishedyate. Tasmat sushtu ved aham brahmeti pratipatti mithya eva. Therefore, if you say, I know it very well, then you don't know anything. Anyway, I will now go further. So teacher said, Athnu mimamsam eva. I think you should go and investigate more. So disciple went, and he went into solitude. He went on sub because of his fault. It is written here. Bhashikar is so funny. He said, Loke api asmad guru hoshanvatam kaschit yathavat pratipadyate. When in the worldly knowledge also, when the teacher talks, some students understand as it was. Some understand as it was not. And some understand opposite also. In the worldly knowledge. I asked somebody one day, please ask him to get me glass of water. Or food. Slowly the message went and he said, it went to 4 people. It went and he said, Swamiji is asking to get you car. कहाँ से कहाँ बात पहुँच गई? So कश्चिन न प्रतिपद्यते. किमु वक्तव्यम अतीन्द्रियम आत्म तत्वम. He said in the worldly matter also people get confused. What to say of subtle matter like the Atma? So anyway, so when teacher said, go and understand that. So all of the students went there. Evam acharyokta shishya ekanto bhavishta samahita sanyatoktam acharyena agma martato vicharya tarkatascha nirdharya swanabhavam kritya acharya sakasham upagamyo vacha. And they all went and understood, contemplated, and they came back. So after te is full stop, I must have told. Yeah. Te. The teacher said, again you have come back. Now what's your say? So he said, Manne Vijitam. I know that. He said, elaborate. Now, second verse is very beautiful. I have not chanted, I think. Not chanted. Please repeat. Naham manne suvedeti. No na vedeti vedacha. Yo nastadveda tadveda. No na vedeti vedacha. A student is saying, I am not saying I know it well. Aham Brahma Suvediti, Aham na manne. Acha. This is one. Then he says, I don't know, I am not, this is also I am not saying. No na vedeti. I don't know, I am not saying I don't know. And I also not saying I know. Na vedcha. Quite clever student. Please see the statements. All are heavily loaded statement. I will come back to it. Naham manne suvedeti. I am not saying I know it well. No na vedeti. I am not saying I don't know. I don't know, I am not saying. So you say I know it. I am not saying I know it. No will go with med also. No vedeti, no. Na ved and no ved. Then second line. So second line is said, among all brahmacharis who are sitting here, who understand what I said. Yo nastad veda, he knows that. That brahmachari understands what I said, who does not know. Who does not know, he is not saying that. And who is not saying I know it. What? They are mad or what? Are they, either they are mad or we are mad? No, na ved. Now understand this point. It's a very beautiful mantra. When he said, Naham manne suvedeti, so three statements he is making. One statement is making, I am not saying that I know it well. Second statement is making, bolo, I don't know, I am not saying. I don't know, I am not saying. Not that I don't know. And third statement, not that I know. Three statements are there. Bole, why you are troubling me? हम सीधे साधे आदमी, सीधे सीधे बता दो जो कुछ भी, हम क्यों परेशान करो, सब परेशानी करते हैं हमको, जहां देखो ये सब परेशान करें, आप क्यों भाई और ट्रबलिंग में, बोलो भाई क्या है, ब्राह्मण है नहीं, जो कुछ बोलना बोलो, खत्म करें इसको यार। आप जानते हो कि नहीं जानते, कुछ तो बोलो साफ साफ, यू नो और यू डोंट नो। I know that I don't know, I don't know, I know. What क्या कहना चाहते हो आप? What is going on? They say it requires a Milton to understand a Milton. My grandfather used to say like that. So Milton had written a lot of poems. Popular poem was Paradise Lost. He used to teach it to me sometimes. And I said, what is this? Then he used to say like that. Vedanta is not that simple. It is not something fun which is there. When he is saying, I am not saying I know it well, it means I have understood Brahman cannot be objectified. Point number one. That means, if I say Brahman cannot be objectified, that means it is the subject only. It is not even the subject of the subject. It is the essence, it is the knowledge which is illuminating all. Dhyan dena. These are very, very serious matters. And when he says that I don't know, not that I don't know. I don't know, I am not saying I don't know. Don't know means aviditam. It is different than aviditam. It is different than unknown. And when he says, I am not saying I know, that means it is different than known. He has put his words such that Brahman is not objectified, but Brahman is illuminator of Adhyatma, Adibhut and Adideva. And it is illuminator of absence of Adhyatma, Adibhut and Adideva. To show the illumination nature. Because illuminator cannot be unknown. It is not an ignorance. An illuminator cannot be known. So when he says three things he has said, I hope you got my point. You need to think. You go in your room and think. He says, first point, I don't say that I know it very well. Because Su word was very defective word. Su word indicated objectivity. I said, I know this very well. I know this person very well. You are objectifying. That means that Brahman has become Adhyatma, Adideva, Adibhut. I know this. I know this ocean. I know this ocean well. I know this physics well. I know this problem well. I know the tables well. Therefore, you objectify it. If it is objectified, then problem will be your attention is not on the subject. It is a part of assemblage. This is the first point. Second point, what he says, I am not saying I don't know. Because whatever is not known is aviditam, unknown. I told you this flower has known area and unknown area also. Known area you see, but unknown from where it came and how the first flower came, that is unknown area. That is Maya. Unknown means Maya. How it happened? Maya. Any form came out of Maya. Whole world is because of Maya. Acha? Only why I am suffering? Because of your past action. I did wrong action. Yes. Why I did wrong action? You did wrong action because you did not know. Why did not know? Because you did wrong action. No, but why you did not know? Why I did not know? I did not know because nobody told me. But why nobody told me? Because your action was not there that somebody could have told you. But why my actions were not there? Because you did not do. Because you are ignorant. So are you seeing the mother there? This body is a product of ignorance only. इसकी दादी माँ जो है वो अज्ञान जी है, अविद्या है. So whole world has come of ignorance, and whole world has come out of Maya. Oh, it's not there. नहीं, कुछ नहीं है. Therefore, when it was said it was different than unknown, that means it is different than Maya, and different than avidya, and different than impressions, and different than power, whatever word you want to give. And therefore he is saying, I don't know. Not that I don't know. I don't know. It's not that I don't know it. I am different than unknown. No, na vediti. I don't know. I don't know that I don't know. I know that I don't know. Are you getting? No, na vediti. Not that I don't know. And not that I know. When not a don't know area, I am different than the don't know area. That I know that I don't know. I know that I don't know. When I know that I don't know, that means I am the seer of ignorance. I am seer of Maya. I am seer of unmanifest. Oh. But then you say you know it. No, I won't say. I don't know. I know that I don't know, and I know that I know that. I'm not saying I know that. Why? Because all the known thing will be manifest world. From Virat to Hiranyagarbha. Virat and Hiranyagarbha is known, Prakriti is unknown. So why don't you say that I don't know? No, I don't know. I know that I don't know. Not that I don't know. And then not that I know. Not that I do means not that I know this. So first line says 3 points. Brahman is non-objectifiable. Second was it is different than unknown. And third was different than known. Oh, cover kar liya. Very cleverly he did this. Student is very nice. He got it. सब बता दिया उसने. No, na vedeti. I don't know. It's not that I don't, not that I don't know, and not that I know. Now, if you don't understand these points from acharyas, you will get thoroughly confused. And it will make Vedanta very intricate. But Anyadev Viditat, it is different than known, and unknown is explained here. Because moment you say it is, then please note, when I say it is not, I don't know. It is not, then the coward boy also doesn't know Brahman, and I also don't know Brahman. Both are same then. A street person also doesn't know Brahman. No. He doesn't know anything. But I am, for me, when I say I don't know as an object, I know as an illuminator of that. There's a difference. I don't know as an object. I am just the illuminator of the whole world. So world, the manifest world and unmanifest world, I am illuminating both. This is the meaning here. And Bhashakar writes, one line I like, everybody quotes that. He writes there, where he writes, you know what word he uses there? He says, Jagarj iti acharya ukta agam sampradaya balat utpatti anubhava balat Jagarj, 58th sloka, chapter, 50th page. He wrote, he said, among all students who understood what I said, not that I don't know and not that I know. That is Brahman. Then he knows that what I am saying. Well, oh my God. I don't know anything what's going on. If you catch it, very good. If you don't catch it, wait. Wait for the time. It will come slowly. It will come slowly. What you say, what you say, minus. He is my son. Now tell me, whatever falls in my is in the area of known or unknown? Known. If I am illuminating the minus, how can something be mine? Attachment is totally false thing because it cannot be proved by logic. If I am illuminator of something, then how can it can belong to me? If light is illuminating this table, how can light say it is mine? Illumined and illuminator have no relation at all. If I am illuminator of the whole world, anything of the world can't be mine, including the body. Body is known or unknown? Known. Mind is known or unknown? Known. Vasana is known or unknown? Known. Vasana is known? Unknown. Arey, kya hai? How many vasanas? How do you know those vasanas which are there? Well, I just kept on saying known, so that you finish fast. Vasana is also unknown. Ignorance is unknown. So the consciousness of the truth, dhyan dena, is illuminator of Adidev, Adhyatma and Adibhut. And it is the illuminator of absence of all also. When pralaya happens, there is no known, only unknown is there. In the deep sleep, known is not there. In the deep sleep, only unknown is there. If I was unknown, how will I know that I had slept well in the deep sleep? I am the illuminator of the ignorance also. In the deep sleep, I am not ignorant. Otherwise, how will I say I know ignorance? I know that I don't know. Because you know that you don't know, therefore you are not the one who are ignorant. Because the knower is different than the illuminator is different than the illumined. Okay. So what you say attachment, what you say body, all is in the purview of known. And therefore I am illuminating it. And its absence is there. So how can I say that I am that? How can I say I am tall when you are illuminating tallness? How can you say that I am father when you are illuminating fatherhood? How can you say this house is mine when you are illuminating the house? This is what he's saying. This is his experience. Naham manne suvedeti. I am not saying I know it very well. No na vedeti. I don't say that I don't know. Na no ved. Neither I am saying I know. Don't think he's running away. But he's putting his experience so concisely. He has put it. He has said it. He said it. He put his experience such beautifully. This is a masterpiece. This is Kenopanishad. If you have got it, very good. Otherwise, relax. Don't worry. In time, things get clarified. And if you have understood it, please note, understood as a seer, not as a pramata, not as an object. बोले अंडरस्टूड ब्रह्मन बड़ा अच्छा लगा वो नहीं when I say I understood Brahman you have to say I understood I am Brahman bas my understanding is today that I am Brahman in which all three are illuminant their absence is illuminant in me full stop. You don't understand it like you understand worldly subject. It is not a concept. But this concept is very clear. It is not a concept. Concept is a thought. When the concept of Brahman is very clear. This Brahman is not a concept. So understanding of this you have to say that I am Brahman. I am an illuminator of all world. And whole world comes and goes in me. Absence of world and presence of world. All I am illuminating that. This is my knowledge. This is called complete knowledge now. Among students who knows this, who understood what I said, he also knows, otherwise all are ignorant. We'll see more tomorrow. Om Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamadachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Guru Pyo Namah Hari Om.